Okay, class, this is my second attempt. Hopefully, voice is recording for this one. For today's classwork, I wanted to go over lesson 5.1 practice A with you. This is not from your rap book. Okay, this is something that I usually print out for you in class. You don't have to print these out. I have them uploaded in Google Classroom, but you can just write the questions on a piece of paper or in your notebook. I am perfectly fine with it. Just mention that it's from 5.1 practice A though, so that I know you have taken notes from it. So my plan is to go over 5.A with you, and then I will have you guys work on wrap up page 110 for your homework, which is going to be due Friday. Okay, so first, name the corresponding angles and the corresponding sides of the similar figure. So let's assume that triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar. So whenever you work with this, you're just going to work with the one that looks the same. So it's going to be angle A is similar to angle D. Make sure the bottom is flat. And then angle B and angle E, C, and F. You can kind of see the pattern for it. So angle B is corresponding to angle E. Angle C is going to correspond to angle F. So that's it. 3 sets of corresponding angles. Because it's triangle, you have to have all 3 sets. And same thing for the sides. So for the sides, if you do this sides, then it's going to be side AB corresponds to DE. I'm starting from the same vertex. And then I'm going to have, let's see what's going to be the next one, BC and EF. So BC and EF are corresponding. And last but not least, you have AC corresponding to DF. So here are the corresponding sides. And these are the angles. Okay, so you have to have all 3 of them for triangles. If you have quadrilaterals, you'll have 4 angles and 4 sides. Moving on to our next question. Tell whether the 2 figures are similar. Explain your reasoning. So you have, let's say, figure A and figure B. And let's say we have the sides here, length and the width. Okay, so I say length and the width. Length and the width. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in ratio or fraction form and see if the simplified version is going to be the same as the other one. So for example, for A, I'm going to put 4 over 12. And B is going to be 3 over 9. If you simplify 4 over 12, though, into the simplest form, you can simplify it by 4 or divide it by 4. It's going to be 1 over 3. If you simplify B, you're going to divide it by 3, and you're going to be left with 1 over 3. Guess what? They have the same ratio, so they are going to be similar figures. Okay. Just make sure that if you put 4 on the top here, you have to put 3 on the top on the other side, because you have to have the same or corresponding sides to be on the same floor, either on the top or on the bottom. The rectangular traffic sign is 18 inches wide and 8 inches tall. And the rectangular realtor sign is 27 inches wide and 10 inches tall. So we have to find out if they're similar. Let's go ahead. So for traffic, it's going to be 18 inches tall or wide and 8 inches tall. If I simplify that, it's going to be 9 over 4. I can't go any further because I just divided by 2. And then my realtor sign is going to be 27 inches wide and 10 inches tall. Okay, and that is going to be what? I can't really simplify any further for this one. So, are they going to be the same? If you don't have the same ratio for the signs, I have 27 over 10, 9 over 4. You actually can have 4 over 9 and 10 over 27. Same thing, as long as you put the same item on or same corresponding signs on the top or on the bottom, it should be okay. So because they don't have the same ratio, they are not similar. Okay. Number 4, the given rectangle needs to be modified. Okay, for A, each side length is increased by 2. Okay, so first we have 4 over 6 as the original. And that can, and I'm just going to put it like that. And then I have increased by 2. So I'm going to just add 2 for this one, which gives me 6. Add 2 gives me 8. Let's see if they are equal when we simplify it. So 2 can simplify into 2 over 3. And this is going to be 3 over 4. So if you just increase 2 inches each, then they are not going to be the same. So not similar. Okay, nope, not similar. And then for B, same thing. I'm going to start with the original one, 4 and 6. Okay. And then we have increased by 50%. So increase 50%, which means you're going to add half of what you have. So half of 4 is actually 2. So the top one is going to stay the same. And then 50% of 6, half of 6 is going to be 3. So 6 plus 3 is going to be 9. And then you simplify. We already know that this is 2 over 3 from our previous question. If you simplify 6 and 9 by 3, then it's going to be 2 over 3. So this one is going to be similar. Okay. Number 5, given ABCD, quadrilateral ABCD is similar to EFGH, and EFGH is similar to quadrilateral IJKL. So, are they going to be similar or not? So, if you're not so sure, you can draw. I'm going to draw one a little smaller. A, B, C, D. We have E, F, G, H. Let's say we have I, J, K, L. If the first one, I'm just going to number them. If the first one and the second one is similar, and then second one and third one is similar, would they be similar? Okay, so you can give me an example however you like, or you can explain it on the side. Why do you think they are going to be similar, and so forth. Number 6, which of the following card dimensions are similar rectangles? So I have 4 different options. I'm just going to number them. It's easier for me to look into. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. What I'm going to do is, again, like I worked on the previous one, I am going to set up equations. I'm going to put the first column on the top, and then the second column on the bottom. Okay, same thing, first column on the top, second column on the bottom. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be 2 over 5. 3 over 6, which I can simplify into 1/2. 1 over 3, and this is 1 over 2.5. Now, I can't really have decimals on the bottom, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it into a number that is that has the same value, but is going to have whole numbers or integer. So the easiest way actually is to multiply 2 and make it a 5. Okay, or if you want to multiply 10, right, you can do that, and they'll give you 10 over 25, and then it's going to be 2 over 5. So either way, you can work on it, but the answer should come out as 2 over 5. No. So now if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, out of these 4, you only have 2 of them that are going to be similar, which is number 1 and number 4. Okay, so I just went over all these questions with you. Hopefully it makes sense. All you're doing is to find corresponding sides or angles. Your homework is going to be Wrap Book 5.1, so hopefully you can work on these. They're up on Google Classroom for those who left your Wrap Books in school. Okay, thank you so much. Hope this helped, and I will